Scream 2 wasn't just another slasher sequel. It was the moment Ghostface went mainstream. College campuses, crowded movie theaters, and late-night phone calls that felt a little too real. But behind the bigger budget and louder kills, the production was chaos. The script leaked online, fake endings were written to confuse the cast, and the crew had to fight the ratings board just to keep the scares intact. These are 15 creepiest facts about Scream 2, and hidden inside it, there was an alternate version where almost everyone was secretly a killer. Number 1. The script leak that changed everything. Months before Scream 2 even started shooting, the entire script leaked online. Every plot twist, every killer reveal. Fans on early movie forums were already sharing who Ghostface really was before cameras rolled. Wes Craven and writer Kevin Williamson went into panic mode and started rewriting on the fly. Pages were locked up, actors only got partial scenes, and multiple fake versions of the ending were printed to confuse anyone who tried leaking it again. The final cut that made it to theaters isn't the story that was originally written. The internet forced them to change everything, including who the killers were. Without that leak, Scream 2 could have been a completely different movie with a very different Ghostface reveal. Number 2. The fake scripts and secret endings. To protect the new ending, the studio went full spy mode. Every actor got color-coded pages that were hard to photocopy, and the final scenes were only given out on the last day of filming. Kevin Williamson even wrote several fake endings just to throw everyone off. One draft had Hallie and Derek as the killers, another hinted that Dewey was secretly behind it all. The cast didn't know which version was real until the final week. It created real confusion on set. Some actors weren't sure if their character would live or die. What looked like a fun college slasher on screen was actually a giant guessing game behind the scenes. Even the people making Scream 2 didn't know who Ghostface really was. Number 3. The banned multi-killer ending. Before the rewrites, the original ending was totally different. The early draft had not one, but 4 killers working together. Derek, Hallie, Cotton, and Mrs. Loomis. It would have ended with a full conspiracy across the college campus, surrounding Sydney in a shocking reveal. There was even a final tag written where another mysterious figure watched from a tower, teasing a third movie. But once the script leaked, fans already knew the twist. Wes Craven scrapped it, fearing the surprise was gone. The entire finale was rebuilt from scratch just weeks before shooting. What we got was a tighter 2-killer ending, but the idea of a whole group of ghost faces could have made Scream 2 the wildest sequel of the decade. Number 4. The hidden cameos nobody noticed. Scream 2 is packed with quick cameos that most viewers miss. Selma Blair's voice is the girl on the phone with Sichi before Ghostface attacks. Director Wes Craven appears in the hospital hallway as a doctor. Joshua Jackson pops up during the film class debate, and even screenwriter Kevin Williamson sneaks in as a news reporter. There's also a fan contest winner handing out Ghostface cloaks during the movie theater scene. None of these cameos are random. They were little gifts from the filmmakers for die-hard fans who paid attention. It made Scream 2 feel like a small horror community reunion hiding inside a blockbuster. Watch it again and you'll start spotting familiar faces everywhere. Number 5. The Freddy Krueger Easter egg in Sydney's dorm. Wes Craven loves leaving hidden details from his older films, and Scream 2 has one of his best. In Sydney's dorm room, hanging inside her closet, there's a red and green striped sweater, exactly like the one Freddy Krueger wears in A Nightmare on Elm Street. Most people miss it because the shot is quick, but it's there as a subtle nod from Craven to his horror legacy. It's a reminder that the guy who built Freddy also built Ghostface. For longtime fans, spotting it connects 2 different horror worlds, the supernatural nightmare of Elm Street and the real-world slasher chaos of Scream. It's small, but it shows Craven's sense of humor, turning a dorm closet into a tiny tribute to the killer who made him famous. Number 6. Multiple working titles you've never heard. Before settling on Scream 2, the production considered several alternate titles, including Scream Again and Scream the Sequel. The working title signals how the team was aware of sequel fatigue and wanted something that felt direct and brand strong. It shows the film was not just riding the original's fame, they actively managed how it would be perceived from the title up. Even that behind-the-scenes branding battle is one of the lesser-known pieces of the story. Number 7. The unused stab credits scene. In the opening movie within a movie sequence, Stab, there was originally a title card credit listing the director as Robert Rodriguez. That credit appears in the early script, but it was removed from the final cut. The idea was that Rodriguez would be the meta-director of the fake film inside the real film. For most viewers, it's invisible, a tiny change that makes the film inside the film feel even more layered. That hidden credit shows how far the filmmakers went in building the meta-world of Scream 2. Number 8. Jada Pinkett Smith asked for a make-the-room gasp scene. The movie's shocking theater opening with Jada Pinkett Smith wasn't just written that way, she personally asked for it. When she first read her character's early death, Jada told Wes Craven she wanted it to matter. She didn't want a quick or forgettable horror scene, she asked for something that made the entire theater go silent. Craven listened and built one of the boldest openings in horror, a scene where her character is attacked in a packed crowd while everyone mistakes it for a publicity stunt. The audience is cheering as she collapses, which makes it hit even harder. It's not just scary, it's cruel in a way that sticks with you. Jada said later she wanted to make people feel it, and that's exactly what she did. Number 9. The real on-set scare with the fog machine. During the big stage sequence where Sydney performs in her theater class, the crew filled the room with heavy fog made from dry ice and carbon dioxide. It looked great on camera, but it nearly turned dangerous. A crew member working under the stage passed out after the fog displaced the oxygen in the small space. People rushed to pull him out just in time before it got worse. The set went completely quiet for a few minutes while everyone caught their breath. After that, they switched safety gear and rechecked the ventilation before filming again. It's a reminder that even movie smoke can be risky when you're trying to make a scene look eerie. Ghostface wasn't the only danger on that set. The fog almost became one too. Number 10. The real-life case that echoed the movie. After Scream 2 hit theaters, real-life headlines started to sound eerily familiar. In 2006, two teenagers, Brian Draper and Tori Adamczyk, brutally murdered their classmate Cassie Jo Stoddart in Idaho. When police searched their camera, they found videos of the boys planning the killing while talking about horror movies, especially Scream. The media quickly branded it a copycat case, saying the teens were obsessed with Ghostface and wanted to recreate the thrill of a slasher movie. During the trial, the defense tried to downplay any movie influence, but reporters had already run with the story. It was one of those moments where fiction and reality blurred just enough to make everyone uneasy. Even Wes Craven refused to comment, out of respect for the victim's family. Number 11. The movie inside the movie wasn't a joke. Early in Scream 2, the story opens with a scene inside a movie theater where people are watching a film called Stab. That movie is supposed to be the Hollywood version of the first Scream story, basically a movie within a movie. What makes it funnier is that in the original Scream, Sydney once joked that if they ever made a movie about her, Tori Spelling would probably play her. And that joke came true. In Scream 2, Tori Spelling plays Sydney. In Stab, Luke Wilson plays Billy Loomis, and Heather Graham recreates the opening phone call murder from the first film. It's a meta joke that still works even if you forgot the original. The sequel literally turns its own story into a film inside the film, and that's why Stab became a running gag in every Scream movie afterward. Number 12. Dewey's theme was borrowed from another movie. That emotional, heroic music you hear whenever Dewey shows up wasn't written for Scream 2 at all. It's actually borrowed from the action movie Broken Arrow, composed by Hans Zimmer. The editor used it as a placeholder while cutting the movie, but Wes Craven and everyone else liked it so much they decided to keep it. The track fit Dewey's clumsy but brave personality perfectly. They got official permission to use it, and it instantly became his signature theme. By the next sequel, composer Marco Beltrami wrote a new version inspired by that same melody. So Dewey's theme technically started as a temp track and ended up one of the most recognizable sounds in the entire Scream series. Number 13. Outsmarting the ratings board. After fighting with the MPAA over the violence in the first Scream, Wes Craven decided to play them at their own game. He filmed Scream 2 with more blood and more intense kills than he actually planned to use. His goal was simple: let the ratings board freak out, then he could cut it down to the version he wanted all along. But the twist is that the plan backfired in the best way. The MPAA approved it immediately with an R rating. They said it was violent but controlled, and Craven didn't have to change much at all. For once, a slasher sequel didn't get torn apart by censors. The trick worked so well that Craven used the same strategy again for Scream 3. It's one of the few times Hollywood red tape actually helped a horror movie. Number 14. The secret cameo from the original Ghostface. Matthew Lillard, who played Stu in the first Scream, actually shows up in Scream 2, and most fans never noticed. During the big frat party scene, look closely behind the crowd. A blonde guy in glasses walks by for a split second. That's Matthew Lillard. He was visiting the set because he was dating Neve Campbell at the time, and Wes Craven decided to slip him in as a background extra. It's not meant to be a canon comeback, just a fun hidden detail. But fans love the idea that Stu somehow survived and crashed a college party. Years later, Lillard confirmed it was really him, laughing that he still gets messages about it. It's one of those blink and miss Easter eggs that makes rewatching Scream 2 even better. Number 15. Randy predicted his own death. In Scream 2, Randy, the movie-obsessed student who explained horror rules in the first film, gets killed halfway through the sequel, right in the middle of the day. It shocked everyone, because Randy was supposed to be the safe character. The funny twist, Jamie Kennedy, the actor who played Randy, actually predicted it. While filming the first Scream, he joked with writer Kevin Williamson, saying, "If you really want to surprise people, kill someone in broad daylight." Williamson remembered that line when writing Scream 2 and decided to do exactly that, to Randy himself. The scene happens in a van on campus, surrounded by students with no dark lighting or jump scares. It broke every slasher rule and told audiences no one is safe anymore. Even the guy who knows the rules can become the next victim. Scream 2 could have been a totally different movie. The original script had 4 killers, fake endings, and scenes that never made it past the rewrite stage, but instead of falling apart, the chaos made it stronger. The team turned a leak into a mystery, used jokes from real actors as story twists, and filled the film with inside references that still get people talking today. Behind every scream and every chase, there was constant pressure to keep the secret alive. That's why Scream 2 still feels sharp decades later. It's not just a sequel, it's proof that even under chaos, you can still deliver something unforgettable. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more horror movie facts.